what travels after the body collapse?
Nothing.
So when the popular few of the religions, and they say that okay, we carry certain baggages from the past lives, or there's a journey. So what is this all about?
You see, you do not carry anything. A few things must be very clearly understood. You as a person are not a very important carrier. That which carries is the total stream of mankind's consciousness. Her mind, your mind, his mind, her mind. The mind of the kid, the mind of the old man. We all are carrying remnants, carry forwards from our collective past. From our collective past. That is what is carried forward. See, it's like this. There are waves in the ocean. One particular wave is carrying, let's say, a little bit of sugar, salty water. Anyways, so we are using the metaphor of sugar, a lump of sugar. Now the wave rises and falls. What happens to the lump of sugar? It gets distributed throughout the ocean. Now it belongs to everyone. That's how things are carried forward. What you do in your lifetime has gone to many. Through every single action of yours, you are impacting the entire mankind, right? In other ways, you are responsible for forming the mind of entire mankind. In turn, your own mind is being formed by the entire mankind because you are active recipients as well. The subtle becomes the gross. The more the mind is impacted, at some point, many years later, that also changes your body. Have you seen that when you are angry, your face changes? When you are in love, your eyes change? So the subtle has a way of changing the gross. If you are impacting the mind of mankind always, you are also impacting even the form of mankind. That's how it happens. Otherwise, all that which is personal about you gets burnt down on the funeral pyre. There is no way something can get carried forward from there. All is reduced to smoke and ashes. Nothing remains. But what you have done in your lifetime, that remains. And that is going to affect all future generations. Take it this way. It's a small. Suppose you are a teacher. And you have taught hundreds and thousands of students. And you are a good teacher. Just for the story's sake. Good teachers are rare. Now the students have really imbibed what they received from you. Really imbibed. Or you could say, the rubbish in the student's mind has been cleared off by your teachings. Either way. You die, and one of your students gives birth. You die, and one of your students becomes a father or a mother. The kid that is born would be raised by your student. And because your student has been a good student and he has really imbibed your teachings, so those teachings would go to the kid. The kid would have the same pure quality of mind as you had. In a poetic sense, now you can say that you have been reborn as that kid. In a poetic sense, as a metaphor, now you can say that the teacher who died has been reborn as the student, as the son or daughter of the student. But the rebirth has not taken place because something arose from your dead body and entered the womb of the student. The rebirth has taken place because of the stuff that you did during your active lifetime, not after your death. Whatever one person does impacts the consciousness of entire mankind. And that's how rebirth takes place. And therefore rebirth is taking place every moment. Because I might do something just now which may cause you to transform. Now, haven't you been reborn?
Yes.
That's rebirth. And you have been reborn not because my soul entered you. You have been reborn because the truth was transmitted to you via me. The opposite is also possible. You might be otherwise an innocent person, but you acquire bad company. And the bad company overshadows all your innocence. Now you have been reborn because the innocent one has died. The innocent one has been died and someone else has been reborn. That's how it happens, through your actions. You see, subtle truths cannot be conveyed very subtly to everybody. And therefore they were figuratively communicated. So that people somehow at least partially get a grasp on them. Therefore, you must not be too concerned with the literal meaning. Go deep into the myths of transmigration and rebirth and such things and figure out what they really would mean. You know what? It is also possible that the kid that is born to the student has something in his eyes that resemble the dead teacher. That doesn't mean that the dead teacher has physically fathered the kid. It's just that all eyes that are peaceful have something in common. All eyes that are peaceful have something in common. So when you would look at the eyes of the newly born kid, you would be reminded of the dead teacher. And you would be then justified in saying that the dead teacher has taken rebirth as this kid.
Then why do we have used after Termi, the 13 days of ritual, all these are...
No Upanishad says that. No scripture worth its name says that. the Puranic literature that talks of such stuff is stories and fancies. It is not serious metaphysics. It deals with a lot of imagery, a lot of fables, a lot of things that are there just to involve you, engage you, even entertain you. One has to understand the difference between the Upanishads and the Purans. They are not in the same dimension. You cannot take Ishavasya Upanishad and Garud Puran and compare them. The stuff that you are talking of would be found in Garud Puran.
Yes.
It's all right. Read that. But understand that in the light of the Upanishads. If you want to read the Puranic literature, read it in the light of the Upanishads. Then you will not be misled.